Okay, I'm pretty new to this, but I think the thing I forgot to mention in my previous video was what the hell I'm actually trying to do here. So this guy is essentially a rust-free body shell, is off the chassis. What I'd like to do is get the chassis, which is over here, up and running, up and rolling as quickly as possible. So my initial plan is to rebuild the chassis, get the diff, the engine, the front suspension and all that, back suspension, all that good stuff on it, so I can roll it around. No plans on rebuilding the engine just now, just so I can get the body shell on and do the body work. There's not a whole lot of that, but I'd like to get that done on the chassis so that the gaps and everything are kind of set once, rather than trying to do it as it sits in the garage. I need to get this a little bit more organised, because there's a TR3 needs to go into this space here. So one of the tasks over this weekend, I think, is going to be trying to clean this mess up a little bit. Everything's kind of landed. So I think what I'd like to do is clean the garage up and clean up the last of the front suspension components I've got lying around, so next week I can get it back together, because I've got some bushes and ball joints and whatnot coming, so I can get the front suspension up and running. The rear springs, which are over here somewhere, are pretty much shot. The diff's not bad, the diff's good. The guy had done some work on that. It's good. The braking things also needs adjusted, obviously. So that's not going to be too hard to get back on the chassis. The big problem is, when they dismantled this, they put all the nuts and bolts into like coffee tins, like this thing here, which you can't see because it's dark. So they put them all into things like this, just anonymously. Nothing is marked or named or anything else. So that's a bit of a pickle. The other thing I need to think about is light. I don't have very good light in here. It's one of those under house garages, so the light's pretty rubbish. So I either have essentially darkness and shadows, or I have like workshop lights, which is like as hot as the sun and as bright as the sun. And seeing as it's 95 degrees or something in Portland just now, it's been the start of August, that gets pretty irritating pretty fast. Okay, so the mission today is to try and figure out what I've got and what I don't got, because what I want to do is take as much of this stuff and get it on the chassis as possible. I'd like to get the front built, get the back built, and at least the thing can roll that way. Nothing's horrible, nothing's ugly, it appears to be complete. I just need to clean up, I think, and a coat of paint. So I've got the diff over behind the wheels, over yonder, and that's what the car looks like, kind of just hanging. So I think what I'm going to do today for the next little while is see what I've got, what I don't have, see if I can pull a pile of stuff out of here, and see if I can start getting some of this stuff cleaned up. Okay, did I say this was going to be easy? It's like half an hour to get split pins out of these castellated nuts. Okay, when I said it might be on the road by October, I might actually have been smoking crack. Okay, this is just a 2-second catch up on what we're doing here. Front suspension for the right hand side. Done de la pieces. It's soaking in degreaser at the moment. I'm gonna get all the gunk off and clean it up. More soon. Okay, so this is just a 2-second update. This is Thursday, the 31st of July. Cleaning up suspension parts. Cleaning up suspension parts, ready to go back on the chassis. Ball of beer. Tubs, A-arms, whatever they're called. Things that hold springs and bits, bobs, whatever. Just one thing to note. I pulled this out of the bag of parts. And you can see that's the spare tyre cover. Have a look at that. There's not a hint of rust or damage or anything. Even the little snap clip, speed clip things that hold the number plate on. Look at that. And it is British Racing, or was British Racing on the other side.